Track 4D constantly scans for new threats in your neighborhood, alerting you faster than ever when severe storms are heading your way.
All right, take a look at this video from the U.S. Air Force's hurricane hunters flying through the eye of Tropical Storm Rafael. It strengthened into a Category 3 storm earlier this week, but then lost strength. That is incredible to look at.
Could you imagine
that could have been
that?
me. Yeah. I was asked to fly with Helene and Milton.
Really?
Yeah, by the hurricane hunters, and I wasn't able to go. It just resources. The time. It's a 7-hour drive to Biloxi. Then it's a 10-hour flight, and then you had to drive back. And we were here covering the storms. So perhaps my bucket list item of flying in that plane will happen. Later, not this hurricane season.
So you would do that?
Oh, in a heartbeat.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's Michelle's background.
In a heartbeat.
Well, for people who don't know, you do fly.
Yeah, I haven't flown in years, but yes, I grew up with a private pilot father. I have my private pilot's license when I got out of college, so I'm very much into aircrafts and planes and flying in helicopters. So that to me would be like, oh. So yeah, one day.
We'd be afraid. We'd be scared,
Yeah,
crying, and you'd be like loving it.
I was just nervous watching it, and I'm like, these are professionals. They know what they're doing. But
It will happen, but not this hurricane season because we're almost done. Yay.
Yes.
All right, let's take a look at what Tropical Storm Rafael is doing right now. And this storm is, I remember talking about this storm last Saturday when we were working, and I'm looking at all the graphics, and I'm like, there's a bunch of systems in place that is really just going to make this thing kind of fall apart. And sure enough, it did. So yeah, as a Category 3 storm in November, that is rare. There's only been about 5 or 6 of them, and one of them was actually named Michelle. Irony. But it definitely is starting to break apart now. And over the next few days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, it's going to start to dip back down to the south and just become a low pressure system. But what it is doing right now is bringing a lot of rain to Louisiana and in through Alabama and Mississippi. So more rain that way. And then there's also a system coming across this system here, which dumped a bunch of snow, also bringing rain to the Louisiana area. So expect heavy rains if that's where you're heading. Now this system here, just about a 10% chance. It's a wave. It's just going to bring rains to the Virgin Islands, but really not much of a factor. Thankfully, we're about 2 weeks away from the end of hurricane season, and we can move on to the winter. All right, here's a beach look from the Guy Harvey Resort camera where it's 76 degrees. The winds are out of the east-northeast around 11, and area temperatures really hovering in that upper 60s, low 70s range for just about everyone. A little bit warmer out at the beaches. Winds, though, they'll be blowing. They'll be blustery out at the winds today, and we do have some areas of low visibilities right now, but we'll move back into the 80s. This is about 10 degrees warmer than we should be for this time of year. I mean, honestly, we should be around 75. The past week, we've had record tying highs and record breaking lows over the past week. So temperatures in the upper 70s along our beaches, 80s for us here in Duval, St. John's and Nassau counties, mid 80s out to the west today. So just keep in mind, we could see a stray shower or two too. I'm just going to try to point those out for you real quick. 12:45 again, light shower activity coming on shore throughout the morning. I don't think this is going to be disruptive at all throughout your day. If you're going to watch surfing, not going to be a problem. If you're going to go to the fair, just bring a poncho. These things are just going to happen throughout the day. And then into the morning hours, we'll also see some light rains throughout the day, and then they're going to be moving out. But the clouds will stick around, and then we dry out on Monday, which is nice because it's Veterans Day. So we'll have a partly cloudy morning. The parade begins at 11:01. Should be a very nice morning. Tonight, temperatures drop down into the 70s. Another warm night ahead of us. But check out what happens starting on Monday. Temperatures still staying in those 80-degree range. It's warm for November. But then finally on Wednesday, our high is right where it should be in that mid to upper 70s. Drying out conditions, light winds. Should be a very pleasant week ahead. It's my favorite time of the morning. It's time for Forest Pet Project, sponsored by Harold & Harold. And joining us this morning is my buddy Allison Abbott with Friends of Jacksonville Animals. And today we have Pringle, who has super energy.
She bonds very, very, very quickly. I just met her yesterday, and she is glued to me. I want her to turn around so you see how beautiful she is.
She's so cute. She has the best little smile.
She does. She's 2 years old, and like I was just telling you, she's small but mighty. She's 2 years old, 26 pounds. very, very housebroken. She showed me that. And she loves to run in the yard. We had fun playing yesterday. And then when she's not running, she just wants to sit in your lap and be close.
I love that.
Yeah, I just had so much fun with her this morning. And she just had fun exploring. She loved riding in the car. And she just came back from a little sleepover. So just go check her out. And again, for people who are looking for an adult dog,
There she goes.
and you have a size limit, say a condo apartment, perfect, 26 pounds.
Yeah, and she's not going to get any bigger.
Nope,
So
she's full grown. And again, just the sweetest, most loving dog you could meet.
I think she'd be so much fun to take on a walk. Well, to adopt today's pet, stop by Animal Care and Protective Services at 2020 Forest Street. They're open from noon to 7 Tuesdays through Fridays and from 10 to 6 Saturday and Sunday. Pringle, have a great day.
She will when she goes home.
All right, Allison, thanks so much.
Thank